Hello and thank you for joining me today. It's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk, and I was just prepping for a video, and my trimmer needed cleaning. It got a little bit mucky with different bits of glue and stuff, and I noticed I was catching. So I just thought, because I've rubbed most of my marks off, that I would, oh, didn't clean that bit very well, that I would pop on and show you what I do. You've got to make sure that these tracks are clear. I noticed I was, look, I've even cleaned that and I've got a little bit of stuff on the end there. So you've got to keep this tracker clean, because if there's stuff in there stopping the runner going down, you're not going to get a very clean cut. So that would be something I'd make sure that I checked out if it wasn't cutting smoothly, and sometimes you get a bit of gunge and dust around the blade as well. But my lines up here that I use all the time are going, so I thought I'll redo them. These were originally done with Sharpies, but that's because we didn't have blends, so I'm going to use my Stampin blends this time. And what I do is I mark them for half a piece of cardstock. So in the UK, we have, our standard sheet is A4, and that is 8 1/4 across, and it's like 11 3/4 down. It's usually like smidge less than that, to be fair. So we have, for that side, we have a bit of complicated maths, whereas in America you're 8 1/2 by 11, so that's really easy. It's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which is much easier. So it's quite easy this way, because it's 4 1/8, and that's quite easy to mark. So what I do is I go along here to the 4 1/8 bit, and I just do a mark so that I know that that's 4 1/8. When it comes to this mark on this side, I usually do it at 5 7/8, and I've still got a bit of a mark there where the 5 7/8 are, but I'm going to go over it. So I like to match the colours, so that I know, oh, blue, that is completely in half. So whether I'm doing a card this way on, I'd cut there. If I wanted it halfway down here, I'd cut there. So that's my card blank sorted. And then I want to sort the mats. Now I like to do my mats 1/4 inch smaller, so that I've got an 1/8 inch border all the way around my mats. So that's really simple. You just count 1/4 inch. So we go 1 2 3 4 if you're counting the small notches, and so that takes us to there. So that is 5 5/8. Okay, and then down here we go here 2 3 7/8. And then if you want a double mat, I quite often double mat. Oh, lovely lipstick. I'd forgotten I got this. This was a gift from Sam. So then we go another 1/4 inch. So here we'd go to 5 3/8, and over here it's 3 5/8. And that's how I do it. So I've got those lines there, and that makes it easy for me to just line up really quickly without thinking about it. I've got those little lines there. Hope you can see that. Anyway, I just thought it was worth popping on and telling you that. When I do my videos, I very rarely say the numbers. As you see, that's 3 5/8, and that's 5 3/8. I would turn those around the wrong way if I said them. I have slight dyslexia, and I turn numbers around, which is often why I don't say them, but I always write them in my blog. And if you're working in with 8 1/2 by 11 paper, then your numbers are going to be different. But if I'm doing a card and it's a card blank, then it will work with your sizes without any issues at all. Okay, hope that was useful. As ever, all details on my blog, and I absolutely love this trimmer. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to pop on and say is I had a few people recently buy the trimmer off me and then go, I don't know what I'm doing with it. And, you know, and they say, cut at 3, I don't understand. And I guess because me, it's sort of second nature, that I don't really think that it might need explaining. But that is your cutting line, so that's 0. So if you're saying you're going to cut at 3, you put your edge of your card there at 3, and then you would cut down there, and then that gives you 3 inches. If you're scoring, that's the other thing I love about this, is if you're first starting out and you want to make boxes or even fancy fold cards, that you need to be able to score, and shelling out for a trimmer and a scorer in one go is quite a lot of money. So the beauty about this trimmer is you've got a scoreboard, so you can easily, if you have to score at 3, you put it there, you score. Then if you want to score at 5, you move that edge up to 5 and you score. Then you can easily go up to 8 and you score. You can go 8 1/4 and score. You can go 8 1/2 and score. You could do 15ths and 16ths, which is something that I love about this. Occasionally when I score, I do need 16ths, and the scoreboard does it in 8ths. So that's what I love about this. If you're making a box and you just want, if you're doing a lidded box, the base is usually just a smidge smaller, and sometimes I end up in 8ths, at 16ths rather, so that's why I need this. I don't do that very often, but occasionally I do. Anyway, I hope that is clear. And the other two other things that people don't often know, well, 3, that's a lock, so if you're travelling, that stops that happening. If you turn it over, this has got a little foot, which keeps it steady. Okay, so when it's down like that, it keeps it steady. And the other thing is you've got a little storage unit here where you can put bone folder, piercer. I've got spare blades, I've got some spare cutting blades. These are used cutting blades. I keep them for things like if I'm trimming glimmer paper and stuff, that I use sort of slightly older ones so that I don't blunt my brand new ones. And I usually got a spare trimmer blade in there. Obviously I've used my last one, and I need to get it out of where I put my bulk. And I've got a bit of washi tape, and the washi tape's there because sometimes if you've got a tiny bit, let's find a tiny scrap, and I want to cut that at 1/4 inch, it's got nothing to sort of hold on to, so I use my washi tape to hold it in place whilst I cut. So I just pull it off, hold it in place, and then I can cut 1/4 inch like so, which would have been really difficult without the washi tape. The other thing I've done to my trimmer is I've stuck a bit of white card on the inside because it's sometimes hard to read down there, especially if you're using a dark cardstock, whereas now I can read these lines. Unfortunately they're in centimetres and I work in inches, so I do find that a little bit of a pain. I have known people take it off their grid mat and actually do the inches down there, which I did think about, but I haven't done yet. Anyway, so I just thought to add to my trimmer is to show you how to change your blades. So you want to, this is the top with the Stampin' up, you want to get it down to the bottom, and right at the bottom there you can see where changes shape a bit. Can you see that better with a bit of dark behind? Not sure, but it's gone a bit wider there. So you want to put the runner down there, And then you've got your little pointy thing. I just pull that up. Can't do it in the air, sorry. Just push that slightly that way, and then that will just lift up. I did it just now, and now it's deciding that it doesn't want to play ball. So lift it up, just use my scissors, and that will just clip off. And that's how I do it. Okay, and then we get a new one, fresh out my pack. Comes with a little guard there. Take that off, and then you just put that in where that hole is, and then it will just snap into place. Make sure it's on the runner, and that is how we change our blades. That's it. I'm going to clean this track as well, because actually looking at it, it is quite gungy. Can you see? Maybe not, but I'm going to clean that out. Okay, so, and the way I clean that out is I get my piercing tool, which I had here all of 30 seconds ago, and now it appears to have gone. Can't find it. I've got another thing. I've got a thing here with a big point, and I can just run it down to clean out some of that. A bit of rubbing alcohol and a cloth helps as well, but there was an awful lot of fluff in there, which I have now cleaned out, and then that just slips nicely back in there. That's my trimmer, all ready to use again. So that's it, bit different for me today. See you again soon, back with the tutorial as usual, soon. I'm saying soon because I don't know what day this is going out. All right then, bye.